if it's not properly balanced, there will be nothing like leadership in the office or management in the office. Because relationship actually starts from the family unit. That's where the influence begins as a child, or as you grow up. Why is personal relationship important? Healthy relationships are a vital component of health and well-being. There are evidences to show that healthy relationships contribute to long, healthy, stress-free, and a happy life, just as there are health risks connected with loneliness and isolation of self. People with strong family ties, committed relationships, and those that have strong social relationships are more likely to live longer than those who are lonely and isolated. The support of a caring friend or family helps to cushion the effect of everyday stress. Being with family and around healthy people help to keep one in shape and conscious of their health. Their well-being will influence you if you're careless about your health, to put your act together and live healthily and take care of yourself. On the other hand, loneliness has been associated with depression, high blood pressure, and deficiency in the immune system. Depression is also a product of a negative influence in a personal relationship. A healthy personal relationship keeps the mind active and the body healthy. Influence in personal relationship. All relationships have their foundation from the family unit. Our lives are formed and shaped around the experiences we get from our parents and family as we grow up. The family we come from is a harmonious, united, friendly, and peaceful one, where love, affection, and care exist. We carry our experiences all through our lives, and it helps to shape us positively in our life journeys. But if on the other hand, we find ourselves in an abusive, uncaring family environment when there is always fighting and disunity, it affects the way we see life negatively. The family forms the basis of foundation of our life, of how our life will be shaped, either positively or negatively. When a child grows up seeing his father beating his mother all the time, abusing her and pushing her around, the child believes that maybe that's how life is, and he carries it into marriage and begins to use his wife or her husband as punching bags and abusing targets. What then are the things that influence personal relationship? Respect. Parties in a personal relationship must have mutual respect for each other. They must accept their differences and similarities. They must be able to accommodate themselves and be able to have regard for each other. Trust. Partners must have trust for each other. Trust is the safe feeling that enables you to be vulnerable to yourself, to be yourself with another person without fear of judgment, abandonment, or betrayal. Without truly opening up to one another, we are unable to form bonds of complete trust and intimacy. What do I mean by trust here? I don't think anybody wants to stay with a lying man or live with a lying husband or a cheating wife. Your wife or your husband should be able to put her feet down and say, my husband cannot do this. But if you keep lying to your wife all the time and she catches you all the time, she'll not be able to defend you outside when they say your husband said this. She'll not be able to stand by you. That is what I'm talking about. Trust. Be vulnerable. Vulnerability is a glue that holds intimate relationships together. By being vulnerable, we are able to share our feelings even when they are uncomfortable. You'll be able to tell somebody that which you feel in your innermost heart without being afraid that the person will take your story and go and tell it outside. That is what being vulnerable is. And you can only be vulnerable when you trust the person that you're with. Gratitude. Practice gratitude. We must be able to use the three magic words, as I call them. These words are thanks, Thank you. Please. Sorry. You can never go wrong with these words. They can easily diffuse tension, reduce heat, stress, and put out fires in a relationship. Remember to say thank you helps to bring about true closeness. It helps you to trust, and it helps you to have affection. Somebody does something for you, and you don't remember to say thank you. Will the person come back to do that something else for you? The person will just say, last time I do this thing, I said, just take out my hand and walk out. Like that, the person will turn around and come and help you. The person might not tell you that it's because you didn't say thank you, and they will hold it to themselves, but it is you losing out. Appreciation. Appreciate your partner. The African man, let me use the Nigerian man, finds it difficult to appreciate. Not all of them, before I'm crucified. Most. It's not as if they don't appreciate, but they don't say it. They don't voice it. Your wife is beautiful. It's the beauty that you see in her. Could be her lips, her eyes, her shape, her figure, her dressing. If you don't continuously tell her that, sweetheart, you're looking very lovely today. I love what you're wearing. She will not be encouraged to keep it up. A man actually sacked his wife from his home because he got angry that since he married her, she had fallen into the habit of tying her about her chest. Well, she's now Mrs. And nobody is telling her, my sweetheart, your legs are hot. Maybe she used to wear mini, she used to make up and do things that the man saw and married her for. Including her character, because you can't marry for that package alone. And she retired into herself. After all, I don't catch the man. I am now Mrs. I can do as I like. But it doesn't work. Men move with their eyes. It's their eyes first before they see other things. So you must be able to present yourself in such a way that he will always be attracted to you. You'll be the first woman he will ever look at. If he sees another one, he will be comparing. This one not being as good as my wife. Appreciate your husband. If he's well dressed, tell him, my dear, you're looking very handsome today. In fact, this is your suit. When you do this, the spring on his feet when he goes to his office is different. And he'll be running back to come and meet you at home. Because you are appreciating him. You are loving him. The things his mother used to tell him when he was growing up, you are reenacting it. And that's what the man needs. His egos have to be rubbed. Family. Connect with each other's family. You cannot love your partner and dislike his or her family. Their families are precious to them, so extend the love to guarantee a peaceful and happy relationship. I have seen situations where women will tell you they don't like their mother-in-law and they wish that she just died. That mother-in-law might be the backbone of your husband. And if she's not there, the man might be broken. And if you show disrespect towards your mother-in-law or your brother-in-law, they are reducing the respect that the husband will have for you, because you're also supposed to be in partnership in that relationship, in that marriage. You love what he loves, but not what is negative. Love his family, tolerate them even if you don't like them. In the process of tolerating them, you might get to like them. Be compassionate. Compassion is the ability to know or recognize when your partner is unhappy, when your partner is in pain, in need of a helping hand. Knowing and understanding the body language of your partner will help solidify and hold firm your relationship. Body language. How do you know your husband's body language? If you're not close to your husband, you will not know. You have to be observant. You have to know when your husband steps into the house from work and his countenance is different. You don't start asking him, honey, go show your nail at that point. You don't do that. Welcome him very well. Ask him, sweetheart, why are you looking join him at that time with Edgar. When you have him in a more comfortable situation, you can now bring in Uzunelu. Be patient. Most of us are not patient. Women and men likewise. Cut your size of patience and wear, because relationship, not just with your partner, with everybody. If you're not patient, you always hit the rock. Always apply the brakes so that you can see beyond your emotion. Forgiveness. You must learn to forgive. Not just for yourself, not just for your partner, but for yourself also. Disagreements are part of relationships. They will occur from time to time, but your choice of how to handle the hurt can have powerful effects on the healing process. Choosing to forgive can bring about a variety of benefits, both physical and emotional. Unforgiveness weighs down heavily on the heart, giving room to illnesses like high blood pressure, headaches, and other related physiological conditions. When you are angry, your thinking and your senses are clogged up. You don't see, you are blinded by your anger. If you don't forgive, the anger will not leave you. It lives with you. If you see the object of your anger, your heart skips a beat. For me, when I used to get angry, I cannot stay in the room with the object of my anger. I have to leave the place. It happens to so many people like that. And it bears on your heart. Your heart skips. You are not comfortable. I would rather be at peace than carry anger. For my own sake, I will remove anger from my person. Forgive the person so that both of us can flow together. I don't understand how two people can be angry with themselves and sleep on the same bed. I don't understand it. I heard a story of recent. And I decided to call it witchcraft, wickedness in high places. How can an angry woman make her own side of the bed, a bed that she slept with her husband overnight? She wakes up, probably because she was angry. She made one side of the bed and left. What is that? Is that not the height of wickedness? Accept each other. Accept your partner as they are. Try to understand where they are coming from rather than judging them. Do not try to change your partner. Do not go into the relationship with the intention to change them. Accept your partner's strengths and weaknesses and remember that change occurs over time. You know, most women already have a vision of the kind of men or man they want to marry. And they carry it in their head into marriage. Once the opportunity for marriage comes, they don't ask themselves, why do I want to go with this man? All they have in their head is, I want Mr. Right. Maybe they will get the person that is coming to them is half Mr. Right, and they expect that when they marry this person, the person will now change. It is not possible. My people say you don't learn how to use left hand in old age. It is only the grace of God that can change a man who is willing to change. So don't have it behind your head that you want to change your spouse or your husband. Companionship. Life has become so busy that 24 hours seems not to be enough in a day. In your busy schedules, you have to understand that all efforts you are putting in is for the benefits of you and your partner. There's a need to create time for each other to enjoy the fruit of your labor. Have time to connect. You can make up time each day to call your spouse or call your partner in the office. Have telephone dates. Go out for walks together, no matter how short. Visit friends together. Go to church together. Pray together. Eat together. Have dinner once or twice outside your home in a different environment. This will create companionship. Activities like this bond partners together. Spend the right amount of time together. Communication. Communication is one of the most important tools for a healthy relationship. You must communicate by all means available. If you find it difficult for your mouth to express the words, allow all the other parts of your body to do the communicating. The bottom line is you must communicate. Some of us don't know that from the crown of our head to the sole of our feet are communicators. The hand. Your hands can communicate your needs to express your affection towards your partner by touching and caressing. Legs. Your legs can communicate by touching or rubbing against the skin of your partner under the sheet in the bedroom to facilitate reconciliation after a fight or quarrel. This is one reason I do not subscribe to different bedrooms for couples. Because when Talido is angry, he storms into his room. Lavaja is angry into the other room. How do you come together to reconcile? But if you are going to sleep on the same bed in the same room, one of the communicators will be doing the reconciliation. You will hear, stop hitting me, don't touch me. Stay on your side now, you are communicating. And through that, something might just happen, and the quarrel is over. Your lips, by kissing, you express your desire or love for your partner. The eyes, it speaks its own language of seduction, admiration, happiness, pain, or anger. The sexual organs, that one on its own is a musical instrument created by God. It's an organ created from heaven. All the nerves are connected. The sexual organs make sweet harmonious music to relieve stress and give pleasure. Sex is a fellowship of the body and soul, whose act ensures oneness and sets off a combination of activities through all the body nerves to give a wellness to the heart and the body in general. The best total exercise you can get is through copulation. When I talk sex here, I am talking about sex in marriage. That is where it is allowed. I usually tell youths, if you're willing to go all the way to have sex outside marriage, that sex must be good enough to keep you away from hell. Since we are not talking the advantages and disadvantages of having sex outside marriage, I will leave it at this. But there is a lot of harm in doing that outside marriage. God gave us all these tools so that we can communicate in one way or the other. Be intimate. Intimacy is being emotionally close to your partner. Being able to let your guard down, allowing him or her into your own world, enough to really know how you're feeling. It is about being there through big and thin. It is being able to accept and share your partner's feeling and being there when they need you. Intimacy, most times, does not need words. The fact that you're there for your partner means the world to them. They just need sometimes your listening ears, your caring attention, to share in their pain, in their sadness, and also to share happiness and love. You should be able to notice when your partner is attempting to connect with you. Know his or her love language and unspoken words. Economic security. You must support each other financially. Today, it is no longer the man's world in financially. Women are almost matching men financially these days. If your spouse for some reason goes down financially and you are in a position to help, please help. Because by your union, you have become one. When one suffers, the other suffers equally. Communicate your feelings. This is a major problem in marriage, especially in this side of our universe. Never assume that your partner knows how you feel Discuss your feelings and needs, no matter how difficult and embarrassing they may feel to you. If you cannot express them by words, write love notes and place them where your partner can find them. Don't be ashamed to speak out your heart to your partner. There has been a lot of complaints from women and men equally of not being satisfied sexually. You'll be wondering why sex is jumping up. It's vital in a relationship. It doesn't make the core of relationship, but it seals the relationship in one way or the other. If a woman is unable to tell her husband that she's not satisfied, you need to touch me here or touch me there, you have issues of unexplained anger. You have issues of women looking outside. There's a lot of divorce going on these days all over the world. In our own part of the world, we were not brought up to express ourselves sexually. But we have to learn to communicate how we feel to our partners. Your bodies belong to both of you. You should explore each other's body with ease, with the aim of fulfilling your desire and bringing happiness to your marriage. Tell your husband your password so he can surf your net without error prompts. Don't compare. Never compare your partner or your spouse with another. Every person is unique in their own way. No two persons are the same. Likewise, relationships are never the same. Manage conflicts. Do not allow the sun to go down on your quarrels or arguments. It is inevitable to have disagreements, but the resolution of conflicts is what makes a good relationship. Know when to apply the brakes. If you are caught up in the heat of anger, try diffusing it by leaving the scene so you can solve it rationally when tempers cool off. Be supportive. Don't pass judgment. When your partner makes a mistake, don't condemn them. If they do things differently from how you want them to do it, support them. And not at that time, you tell them, you didn't do it well, this is how I would have wanted you to do it. At least say thank you. Then later, say, I would have wanted you to do it differently. Don't forget that man and women are wired differently. Ask for help. When you find yourself in a situation where you can't cope, ask your partner for help. He's your partner. He's a part of you. He will help. She will help. Share the load. Share the load in your family, both domestic responsibilities, financial responsibilities, or even taking care of the children. Men should stop hiding under the guise that they are men and cannot do domestic work. Have me times. Look for time to be alone so that you can refuel and rediscover yourself. Encourage your partner also to do the same. During this time, you can read books, soak in the bath, talk to your friends, exercise, and generally relax. By doing this, there will be no complaints of being choked or being too clingy. You have to give yourselves breathing space. I had a problem like this, or I had problems like this years back. I am one person, if I like or love you, I give everything I have, include everything. I know when you are hurting, I know when you are in trouble, and I try to make you comfortable. But people don't like that, especially men. I discovered later in life. They tell you then that you are clinging too much. They need to breathe. You are clouding them. You need to step back. You are not doing anything wrong, but they need to breathe. You're choking them. Men don't like it. They will run. They will take Ben Johnson. So you need to breathe. Give yourself space to be individuals and come together in harmony. Be caring and loving. Use pet words for your husband. Darling, honey, sweetheart. When you do this, you are fanning the anger of your spouse. Tell your spouse you love them, you miss them. These things are important. You have to continuously tell, especially the woman partner. A A woman wants to hear always, I love you. Always. Say it 1 million times, you will not have enough. But that's how the woman is, because she's very emotional. Take responsibility for your actions. Do not cover up or pass the buck. Be sincere and truthful. When you are caught in a negative situation, just accept it and say, I'm sorry. Don't try to be the macho man. And so, just apologize and move on. Let there be peace. Be flexible and willing to change. Make an effort to change when necessary. None of us knows it all. I've been talking about influence in personal relationship. We've done a lot of talking on that. I'll just list a few things that can put pressure on your relationship and influence it negatively. Stress. Some of us bring home the stress from our office and we dump it on our partners. My advice is, the moment you are getting close to your house, pack the stress, put it in the nylon bag and put it in the bin, so that you don't go and scatter your home. Stress is very dangerous. If not handled properly, it will even cause divorce. Different goals and expectations, different perspective of values, lack of time to spend together, work pressures, financial insecurity, having and bringing up children, addictions, serious illness or disability, job loss, unemployment, violence or abuse, children from a previous relationship, aging parents or other caring responsibility, malice, family and friends interference. These things can put a lot of pressure on your relationship negatively. In conclusion, relationship and marriage is a continuous process. Quoting from the words of my father, marriage is a puzzle with so many wraps. You continue to open each wrap to discover a new content. He also said that marriage is a school where you never graduate. I will close with this word. In your journey through your relationship and marriage, always remember what attracted you to love your partner in the first place. Reenact it always. Build your home and work on your relationship. Avoid external interference. That external interference is a virus that needs to be taken care of. You must create like a cave for you and your partner so that you have your own home. Accept people. It's difficult because we have extended families, but you can put a check on it so that you can have a life. See your partner always with that eye that you used to see him or her when you met. And keep the flame of love alive. There is nothing love cannot cover. Thank you.